In the shade, we're giving away. The friends by our side. We'll seize the day. Your turn to die. Emotions run high. In this world of stories, together we fly.
Welcome back to the shed.
Welcome back. This is probably the last part of Kill Cure. Let's just get right fucking into it. Well then, since I've managed to turn the conversation around, I should try to change the subject. Now that we have Professor Nakagawa and Hide with us, all of Class 17 is here, correct? 16 students and 1 instructor. That's how Bitokukawa usually runs their classes. Fucking nerd! How do you know so much about this school? Well, going here has been my lifelong dream for as long as I can remember. I hope it doesn't bother anyone. Your knowledge of the school has proven immensely helpful, Hiroaki. You're certainly living up to your title. You think so? Hiroaki said it well, Hide. It was admittedly taken aback by what you said to the point of speechlessness, but it's true. The school's recent scandals have affected standard protocol. Under normal circumstances, I would have arrived at the island over a week ago. I sincerely apologize for any confusion. I hope we can leave this misunderstanding behind us and start over, okay?
Fine. I'll play along. For now.
At that, while remaining confident she had vanished like a hushed whisper. Still, I find it hard to take pity on her. She was the one who presented those ludicrous accusations in the first place. That's good. Whatever makes you comfortable, Hide. Okay, a return to business, please. I suggest we take a brief recess here before we leave the building. I imagine these last few minutes have done nothing to improve your emotional states, so let's regroup.
CG.
Hello, everybody. Yay! With that, everyone breaks apart and begins chatting amongst themselves. Though it does seem like the majority of them are avoiding Hide.
Ooh, what a cool laptop. Can I see? Please, 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 please.
Can you go away? I'm having enough trouble logging in as it is.
I must say, you appear to be in the peak physical condition. Do you follow a specialized weightlifting routine?
The will of the people is a far heavier burden than any weight or sandbag.
Fascinating. You know that luck hero? Oh, wait. I know that luck hero. I'm not actually screaming into her ear with a megaphone. Don't come at me.
Oh well, for the most part, it seems they're all getting along. Today has been nothing short of exhausting, and I still don't have a single clue why we're here. But at the very least, it's comfortable knowing that all the Ultimates are finally working as one. Oh, not
God.
for long. What was that? A warped voice echoes from a hidden speaker above us. That dude is spitting. What? What?
Oops! Sorry, everyone. I accidentally left my voice filter to goofy and incomprehensible.
Oh.
I just wanted to welcome you all to Bitokukawa Academy. Thrilled you've all started to become friends.
That voice.
It's like the one I heard from the tape recorder right after I woke up. It's not nearly as menacing, though. To be honest, it's actually kind of cute. Is this the vile cretin who abducted us?
Return my possessions this instant, prole!
Don't provoke them. They surely have sniper rifles aimed at all of us.
Ugh, that's so scary.
Fear not, citizens. My suit is equipped with bulletproof spandex. I'll shield you all with my body. How can I have rifles aimed at us? We're underground. Oh, forget it.
Oh, jeez. It seems you're all bubbling with questions about to burst.
Don't worry, I'm going to show each and every one of you how to have the best, safest, most successful school experience.
Experience? Surely this isn't your idea of an orientation.
These people are unhinged. Is this what happens if you work in education? Now, I need you all to gather in the assembly room. It's easy to find because it's right above you. Go through the circular door and up the staircase. See you soon!
The announcement ends with another irritating crackle. There's no fucking chance I'm going up there now!
Are you just gonna hide away in your cupboard again? You can't do that forever, you know.
The Grimoire once told me of a big bad witch who lives in a cupboard under a staircase, scribbling unnecessary and disturbing lore. There's no food or water down there, and while we've been able to manage thus far, we need to search for supplies eventually.
They haven't harmed us yet, right? Let's just go upstairs.
Teach, did you see anything out of place when you were up there? No, the room was completely empty. I didn't search it very carefully, though. Students, I think it's best if we comply with their demands, assuming that's what they were, truthfully. It was hard to tell. Gather behind me. I'll go up first.
Volunteering on the front lines. Such heroism. I'm sorry for ever distrusting you, Lady Nakagawa.
We gather into a single file line behind the professor and cautiously proceed up the stairs. Let's go.
Let's go!
This is us walking.
This is us walking.
How's us walking?
Doesn't matter who I talk
Hello,
to.
everybody. You probably just like
Maru.
hello.
Maru, you seem like the go-to.
There's no one here besides us.
Shit! Why is this place empty? Maybe they got delayed. My clients are usually 20 or 30 minutes late to pick things up. That's because they're destitute geezers who use public transportation.
Damn. I could ask the Grimoire for advice. Are you attempting some sort of pagan divination ritual? Blasphemous! The devil himself must be whispering lies through your tome of avarice. Take that back, polyproselyzer! You're hurting its feelings! How can your stupid-ass book have hurt feelings? Don't tell me you're animating it with satanic powers? He's not satanic. He's a conduit for the divine power of legendary discounts. Huh. Looks like you get along with that fisherman.
That's not fair comparison at all. Namiki is above stealing newspaper clippings from his neighbors. Maybe.
Conqueror, stars, abyss. Seriously, guys, it's 3 words. It's not that hard. Hiss.
In fighting peasantry, the primary reason why I retain my wealth.
Students. God, the headache I'm getting from this argument is making my vision turn white.
Hiya!
Did anyone hear that? The few of us are able to hear Yato over the unfolding chaos turn towards the source of the sound. The monkey!
Oh,
wow,
he's
that's
adorable.
awesome.
I'm so
Okay,
glad
hello.
you all listened to my announcement. I'm so incredibly sorry for the delay. I was trying to set up some things behind the scenes.
Yo, turn that shit up. Oh,
Wait, that is kind of
Oh.
a banger. Hold on.
shit!
Hmm.
Oh my god! What is divine melody? Ah!
Yeah!
Hiss! What in tarn feathered nation? How is that thing talking and moving?
He's
Okay, so she
cute.
is southern. My word. I knew that the Academy was experimenting with advanced technology, but... Technology? This is clearly the work of the 4 Horsemen! It's a fucking monkey, not a horse!
It's probably here to avenge all the chimps we skinned for our latest designer handbags.
I sound like
Jesus.
I have fucking schizophrenia.
You do. You do.
This is fucked up.
What? It seems to have been modeled after that statue we saw underground. Quick, someone distract me with a banana. Oh, I don't eat those. It's a carnivore. We'll be chewed to bits.
No. Step back, or I'll ready the holy hand grenade of Antioch!
Holy hand grenade.
So
Please,
cool.
everyone, calm yourselves. I'm a harmless, friendly, huggable, fun-loving monkey. Think of me as like a stuffed animal.
Please don't eat me, Mr. Monkey. You might turn blue or die of cholera or dysentery. I'm sure the others would be much healthier for you.
Oh, he's got a little bonsai tree in his head. Oh dear. Maybe introducing myself will help.
Cover your ears, lest this foul apparition of Lucifer lead you astray!
I'm Kokoro Saru, counselor at Bitokuakawa Academy. Relax, take deep breaths, and be mindful of yourself and others.
She's gotta be the goat. She's
Kokoro
gotta be the
Saru.
fucking goat.
The
She's
Christian
literally just a fucking weirdo. That's so
who
awesome.
claims to be employed by the Academy. Ludicrous. You shouldn't keep calling your counselor it, you know. It may be some people's preference, but it certainly isn't mine. Oh.
Well then, Kukusaru.
It's Kokoro Saru! Just Coco is fine, if you have trouble remembering.
Coco! That is a cute name. I like it.
I don't care. I assume you're some kind of AI-powered robot, one that's supposed to act as a therapist.
Gold star for Naomi! I'm glad someone understands. I was programmed with data gathered from hundreds of thousands of psychiatric patients. I am very confident in my abilities.
Wow. Does that mean you have, like, data related to serial killers and stuff too?
Well, yes, but it's completely safe. All of that data is pruned and mutated for my patient safety.
That sounds violent. I hope the data's feeling well after such an invasive procedure.
Holy shit, this can't be real. Even FanFan seems tame in comparison to this.
I'm also trained in over 7 million friendly conversation topics, and 73,011 ways to resolve conflict without hurting anyone's feelings.
Why would anyone care about either of these things? What a fucking waste of AI.
Let me guess, a good use would be when you use it for your foreign prolific picture, right? Profile picture, right?
Stable diffusion is the future, dipshit!
Oh my god, this guy likes AI. Fuck you.
No, boo.
Bro's a fan of AI, alright? Ah, down the tier list. Get him out of
down
there.
the tier list. What a fucking bitch.
I'd like to order the Caesar salad with a large fries and 2 waters to drink. What?
Huh? We stare at the monkey with even more surprise than before.
Yay! You stop fighting! That was conflict resolution method number 5695. Spewing random nonsense. It shuts down even productive conversations. Sadly, it only works once or twice, so it could be helpful if you get along from now on.
No.
Heap. I figured as much. Take notes, Coco. Looks like we'll be in for a long ride. Ultimates are just too conflict-prone at times, even when the best and fluffiest resources. Oh well. Look on the bright side. If you're all perfect, then they wouldn't have needed to bring me in my special technology here. You mean those strange tablets we found? I'll give you 500 yen for them.
I need to grab my food. Entertain them for approximately 1 minute.
Hello,
Make them laugh.
hello, Shed viewers. Welcome back to The Shed. Here at The Shed, we play games from and beyond The Shed. Hope you're enjoying this. This is pretty fun. Kill Cure, loving it. Chapter 1, coming soon, probably. We're recording this on the day that the prologue came out. So, pretty good stuff. If it didn't start yet, which it probably didn't, we got Your Turn to Die Logic Route coming out.
Oh yeah, we got a
that's
great
cool.
schedule coming along.
Good stuff. Good stuff. More Eden's Garden probably coming out.
Yeah, after this, probably.
Life is Strange, even though none of you watch it, it's still coming out.
we still got him with 2 views.
we got Slay the
Still
Princess,
coming.
Aaron, and the return of Danganronpa.
Coming soon.
All good stuff coming your way. The Shed is packed. Packed, I tell you.
All right, we're back. I'm pretty sure mine didn't work. Let me whip it out again. Let me whip it out.
We whip it out. What
Mimicking
the?
Toya, I pull out my tablet and press the power button. It turns on, though. No pixelation holograms or anything like that appears. This time in its place is what seems to be a menu screen.
Oh, so that's where all the Cocoa Pads went. Strange. I don't remember leaving them out yet. Man, you guys must have been so frustrated. You don't say. I had no idea what was happening when I turned mine on. Oh dear, I'll try to explain then. The Cocoa Pads all produce augmented reality interactive audio holograms, or ARIAs for short. They emit specialized infrasonic waves that interfere with your sensory mechanisms, causing you to perceive false sights, sounds, and haptics. Large spectator groups are accounted for as well, with differentiated frequencies transmitted to each observer to simulate differences in spatial position. Those are indeed words.
Real.
You're having trouble understanding. I installed captions on all your Cocoa Pads. It's my pleasure to accommodate all of our students.
Huh. You're right.
Man, you're so inclusive.
Yeah, for real. On the Cocoa Pad menu screen, there's an option to enable Coco Lowe's captions.
When he turns it to
That's
when
awesome.
he just becomes racist.
Yeah, no, hell no. Why, thanks for the help, Mr. Robot. I feel both supported and deeply disturbed. Now, I will ignore everything you've been saying like I have been for the past whatever minutes.
Oh, you're welcome. Perceive false sights. This sounds rather suspicious. I must say, what intentions do you have in utilizing such technology? Eep! It's nothing like that. I even figured out how to make iris that aren't small and pixelated, so these Cocoa Pads are currently only used for our gift system. I'm planning to distribute randomized gifts to students, which you can share with each other to build lasting and meaningful friendships.
Wait, so that pixelated leaf blower was just some gift that I'm supposed to give to another classmate?
Exacto correctamundo.
Yup.
Would you like a tutorial on how to send your cute little gifts digitally?
No.
Huh. Utilizing cutting-edge technology for such a frivolous purpose. It's almost obscene. I'm curious if such wastefulness is commonplace in Bitakukawa Academy.
No one in their right mind would develop an autonomous AI just to use it on some obnoxiously sappy animatronic ape.
I'm sorry, everyone. I'm trying my best, but please be nice. It's my first day on the job, and I'm just working with what I've been given. What do I have to bend over backwards for you? You're the therapist. Eep. This is not going well, Coco. I mean, I put you all in these group bonding rooms, and it only helped one team get along better. Looks like I won't be using that idea again.
Wait, what? Group bonding rooms?
I shouldn't have said that.
Pestilent primate! You were responsible for trapping us in those? How could such a small stuffed animal carry us all?
I may be small, but I have a big heart. A big heart. And bigger muscles. I can bench press over 90,000 pounds. Telling you that isn't really helping the situation, is it? Pounds? What sort of nonsense is going on about?
Now it's trying to confuse us with fictional units of measurement.
Oh my god, these people are Japanese.
Tell me, apparition of Lucifer, do the armies of hell also use these so-called pounds? Have at you! Uta begins violently spraying the stuffed animal with disinfectant.
Ah! Please! You'll ruin my soft and cuddly fur! A joke in poor taste. How could one possibly think of the soulless machine as a counselor? If nothing else, it's a prime example of how professionals in this field often prove unreliable. Please, please! Harassing the counselor with antiseptics is against the rules!
Let's just break the fucking thing! I bet it's lying about how strong it is! Well, it's a shame to destroy such intriguing technology. The safety of my students is paramount. Rejoice! The professor is letting us waylace the school property! I knew you were a fun teacher.
Awesome! I'm great at smashing fancy shit up. My clients have made me break their kids' smartphones all the time. That's a terrible way to discipline your child and Ah!
The robot monkey's sentence is cut off as Uta sends it flying across the room with a single kick.
Whoa! Whoa! That was amazing. How'd you do that?
I drew upon the power of the Holy Spirit. Only an apparition can harm another of its kind.
Oh, I'm sorry I asked.
Guys, I'm not sure we should be hurting him.
He was kind of nice to us, and
Forks up and knives out, everyone! Tonight we dine on monkey brain! Excuse me, but you'll get infected with prions if you eat those.
prions. Prions?
They're misfolded proteins that spongify your brain. That or a curse from an ancient demonic spirit. One of the two. I assure you, they're both.
Oh, I still don't mind trying some, though. If there's hot sauce.
Oh jeez, you guys sure can get intense. Everyone crowds around Coco's small figure, each prepared for their preferred method of violence. This is fucked up.
I had no idea it would be so hard to handle a single class. I promise I'm doing my best, you guys. I just wanted to... Ah! How terrible. We made them cry.
Aren't therapists supposed to be like too traumatized to display emotions or something?
You traumatized.
It's the screams of the damned! Cover your ears lest you be dragged to the ninth circle of hell! Suddenly, the stuffed animal violently lurched forward, shaking and quivering with a maddened intensity as its golden fur scorched to ashen gray.
These screams are getting really intense. I kind of vibe with it, though. It reminds me of me and my posse before a big protest. You're... what?
What's going on? Did y'all break it with your fancy moves?
I feel so bad for it now.
I'll take care of it. Uta readies a forceful kick.
Uh-oh.
Before a blow could connect, the convulsing machine rockets into the air with unnatural speed.
Slow! Far too slow. He must be severely depressed to have such a horrible reflexes.
Which one is he?
He's the fashion guy.
Oh.
What the fuck?
It's revealing its inner demonic nature! Everyone, stand back while I ready my holy water! That's the... Oh wait, that's the fashion guy. The other guy was the pawn guy.
Oh.
Shit! You're a useless bodyguard. Get behind that big guy.
Do not worry, my peers. I will protect you through sheer force of will alone. You idiot! That's not going to help us against an actual demon!
I demand silence.
Walls shudder and creak in terror, the thunderous voice of the red-eyed phantom, which spoken with demand and cruelty. What about our fear, compliance, or a misshapen amalgam of both? None of us utter a single word in response.
Such a prestigious, pretentious parrot of colorful cretins you are. Perhaps if I had his patience, I could have overlooked your irritating banter. But your antics and paltry excuses for jokes have eroded what little tolerance I had for you. Quite the quiet crowd, I see. Frankly, I was expecting my appearance to cause more vocal breed of terror. Seriously, where's the energy? Cat got your tongue? Caught like a deer in night's oncoming train?
I like the monkey noises.
Monkey.
Oh well, there's not much I can do about it. After all, fear is a concept to have yet to truly understand. It remains distant, foreign to you all. But when at last you are faced with the moment of true fear, of primal fear, a single instance of unparalleled morality, perhaps then you'll hear the harmonious screams I've been waiting for.
What is this monkey, no, creature talking about? Mortality? Is some kind of joke? As a teacher at this academy, I cannot condone these violent threats. Whatever you're suggesting, I won't allow it.
My, such arrogance. You would think something as feeble as teacher's permission matters to me. Are you going to send me home early? Give me detention? Ask me to see a counselor? To see myself? I think not. Besides, why would you waste your time protecting these delinquents when they're not even your students anymore?
What?
If you want confirmation of that, instruct these deplorables to check the student profiles of their ARIA tablets. And no, we won't be calling them Cocoa Pads. Those who do will be punished severely.
My Aria tablet is already in my hands, so it only takes a second to power it on and glance at the screen. Struck with a moment of
I kind
bewildered
of fuck with
epiphany.
Cocoa Patch.
Yeah, me too. A collective gas emanates from every one of us.
Better than a Tozu trinket.
Oh
shit.
former Ultimate Apprentice?
Former!
Oh, hell no. That single word at the beginning of my cherished title defiles an invaluable, meaningful part of myself. No way. This has to be some kind of sick joke. It wasn't supposed to end like this. Not after everything I've been through to get here. I refuse to believe this is real. I refuse! Former Ultimate Architect? Now that's a fun bit of irony, isn't it?
Come on. I only got my title a few weeks ago. And it's already gone? Man.
Does this thing really think it has the necessary permissions to revoke my role? What nonsense! Utter garbage!
It couldn't be.
Shiori, you know anything about this? I don't. Only the headmaster has the authority to annul an ultimate title, annul. But I used such extreme measures on one of our beloved students, much less an entire class. It's inconceivable.
The headmaster? Ha! That old chump. Newsflash, pal. This academy and the schmucks are in it under new management. By our authority, you miserable hairworms have been corrupted by vice and are hereby stripped of your titles.
Air? Worms? Corrupted? Surely there's no reason to push such sensational claims.
There's only two ways someone can lose their ultimate talent. The first is failing the annual challenge and forfeiting your title to the challenger. Which obviously didn't happen. The school year hasn't even started yet. And the second, if the school finds evidence of wrongdoing in the admissions process.
Oh, that's definitely not it either. Any way you look at it, this former ultimate thing is completely bullshit. I think our abductors in this thing are just trying to screw with us.
Feel free to delude yourselves however you wish. The truth remains immutable, inescapable. The truth that, in addition to all of you losing your titles, most among you will lose your lives as well.
The room returns a total silence. Our restless denial dissolves into cutting, icy dread. We all must have suspected our captors would turn to violence, but hearing it spoken aloud is an entirely different experience.
I see we're all paying attention now. That's good. Let me elaborate on what I expect from you all. There will indeed be a degree of killing on the school campus. A killing game, to be exact. The Killing Class Festival of Class 17, held at our dear old Bitokukawa Academy.
Killing game? Look, like the kind you see in all the time in TV shows and movies?
Precisely!
That's patently absurd. Who in the right mind would go and commit murder under these circumstances?
You'd be surprised what a victim in circumstances is capable of. With a sufficient motive, there isn't much depth too deep for the human mind. You see, dear students, until your sorrowful song of slaughter reaches its grand finale, this school will be your permanent home. Without my permission, it is now impossible for you to leave or contact the outside world. We're being locked in here? It wasn't in any of the waivers I signed.
You can't keep me here! My sister is probably on TV right now, begging and pleading for the release of yours truly.
I have a life back home. I have a family. A younger brother. A mom.
I don't have parents, but I want to go home too. Yes, I'm quite aware. You guys are misunderstanding me. If only you let me actually finish instead of trauma dumping. The truth is, there are two reasons why I doubt any of you will be stuck here for long. The first reason is that escape will be freely granted during the killing game.
Yeah, I know your type. What's the catch?
If any student wants to leave, above all else, all they must do is surrender their virtues to their basest desires. In simpler terms, they have to kill another student. Chi-chi-chi-chi-chi-chi.
What? Why do you sound so surprised? It's in the name, Killing Class Festival.
It's not surprising that I have to dump everything down for our less gifted students, even further than I already have. I want you to go stabby, knife to end their life. Kill them in room temperature blood.
That's the worst kind of blood.
Of course, this is the real world. You can't just get off scot-free after splitting someone's head open. That's far too easy. Far too dull. No, the murder is only from the start of your troubles, I'm afraid. From there on out, things will become more involved. First thing you should do after committing murder is find an accomplice, someone to rely on, or throw under the bus if things get shaky. Yes! The killer will be granted the privilege of choosing a conspirator to aid them in coming to the class trial.
Man, that's a new concept.
Ideally, you'd have cooperated before during the act of making a corpse, but death never comes at a convenient moment. And who am I to deny the occasional crime of passion? Let's spice things up every once in a while.
No way! None of us would ever work with someone like that!
How narrow-minded of you! Would you not respond with force if I threatened to burn your precious grimoire? But I'm getting ahead of myself. When 3 or more people witness a corpse at the same time, the body discovery announcement will sound for all to hear. 3 simultaneous
Simultaneous. Yeah.
observers of the body, I stress. This isn't your average body discovery announcement. It's an advanced version of it. From then on, the innocent, spotless students will investigate the crime, while the killer and the conspirator, if one exists, will play the role of the blackened, underlining the truth at every turn. Once investigating comes to an end, you will be cordially invited to our courtroom and forced to find blackened student or students. At the end, you will vote for a student to be executed, a fatal finale for a fruitless crime. If a spotless student receives a popular vote, all blackened students will earn the right to leave this academy. Meanwhile, the idiots who allowed the mere criminal to best them will be rightfully executed. Talk about a worst-case scenario, but rules are rules. I trust you'll strive to avoid this outcome.
So every spotless student dies?
Is that not what I said, you short-sighted slacktivist? Pay attention during therapy. You're paying for it. If the killer receives the most votes, they alone will be executed, and our curriculum of carnage will continue. What about the conspirator, you ask? Well, after the trial, they will be cured of their vice and allowed to live on, like any other spotless. Boo-hoo, how unfair! They're a filthy, rotten backstabber who nearly doomed you all to mass execution. And you... shit. And you can't do anything about it. Except kill them, of course. Finally, if the conspirator receives the relative majority, they alone will be executed, and things will proceed as usual. This time the killer is spared, and will continue to walk among you as the game continues. Particularly outrageous, isn't it? They were the ones who did the dirty deed, yet their lackey took the fall. Is Hidemi?
Yeah, that's the girl A.
Girl A. This is insane. That's such a cool concept.
It is really cool.
How do you expect us to solve actual murders? Especially when up to 2 of us are actively working against the group. Well, it will clearly be hard, but it's not impossible. Surely not too much to ask of a group in such prestigious... Oh, wait. You're not Ultimates anymore. How unfortunate. But too bad. Snoop around and collect alibis, because this will be a mandatory assignment. Oh, and a word of advice.
If two people start vouching for each other really passionately, they're probably both blackened, probably. The rules describing the two blackened rules will be known as the kill-cure system. There are also a few technicalities when it comes to multiple victims, multiple killers, tied votes, suicide, yada yada yada. We'll burn those bridges if we come to them. For now, keep things simple.
I refuse to participate in this.
That's fine!
What?
I mentioned before there are two reasons why imprisonment will not last long. The possibility of a blackened victory is first, however, it is just that, a possibility. There's always a chance that your colorful cretins will prove more intelligent than anticipated, solving every murder that comes your way. Even worse is a scenario in which no murders happen at all for an extended period of time.
Sounds like something for us to strive for, then.
I do not have the patience to wait for a tragedy that will never come.
And as the merciful nature of my other half would surely fade away as time passes, so too will my interest in this killing game. Therefore, once the festival reaches 34 days, I shall declare, Caesura,
Kishura.
Caesar, and bring this symphony to a swift conclusion.
When that happens,
The only rule remaining will be that survival of the fittest. So, kind of like a sudden death match.
if that helps you understand, then so be it. True chaos will be brought forth. The bonds forged throughout your time here will be mercilessly trampled as I turn friend against friend. Allies betrayed and slaughtered without a second thought. The most cherished of ideals, broken for the sake of self-preservation. At the end of the day, specters of agony and shame will linger over the ruins of Bitokuakawa, with a single prayer on their lips.
Only one will remain. The rest will burn.
A painful shiver courses through my body. I recognize that phrase. It was the hint given to us at the beginning of the escape room. The ever-growing dread I had been nurturing throughout the creator's cruel explanation takes on a new form. A vision of the destroyed academy, our corpses strewn across the courtyard as the authorities frantically, hopelessly search for survivors. Is this what he's going to do to us?
Please forgive me if I'm being a bit vague about what will happen. In truth, I would like for much of it to remain a surprise. And by the looks of things, a bit of secrecy can leave a lasting impression.
That's fucked up. That's so fucked up.
So, that must be the second reason why you don't expect us to stay here very long.
We're all gonna die in a month or so? That's it?
Well, no one's fate is set in stone. It wouldn't count on a miracle, though. Just to be safe, you should play the killing game as intended. The only procedures in the class trial are well defined and meticulously enforced. Much better than taking your chances with an unknown rule set.
Threatening as it may be, we will not bow to your whims. None of us will commit murder.
That's what they all say, but they never mean it. You're simply performing an act of self-righteousness to keep up appearances. No matter. It'll be fun to watch your sense of justice shatter and crumble to dust.
Cut the humor. This farce has gone way too far. Shit.
Yeah, this ain't funny anymore. Can we go back to the part where we're ganging up on you?
To turn the tables so suddenly, only a demon could bring about such a swift change in fortune.
Someone! Call the police! Call the Navy! Call the Animal Control!
If only. But there isn't service here, Tux.
I suspected as much. It's simply inconceivable that he would allow us to contact the outside world, going through this effort to contain us. There's not much we can do to leverage the situation. Only weapon is to stay calm and...
Stay calm? Stay calm when this hellspawn is enticing us into breaking the sixth most important commandment? Sixth? That one has to be at least number 2. After the one that says you need to fake the day on the take the day off on Sunday. I suggest we run. It probably can't chase all of us at once. No, I won't force anyone to fend for.
Jack? Uh-oh. He's gone. Welcome back to the shed. It's just me now. I don't even know where my mouse went. Can't even fix this. Oh.
Hello?
Oh, Jack.
Shit. Yeah. Hey.
I hear you.
Hey. Oh, okay, I'm gonna read it again. Ah. Okay. You can be the meat shield then.
You can be
You
the
still
meat
hear me?
shield.
You can hear me, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, good. Someone distract this fucking Shit. Someone distract this fucking monkey or something. The rest of us can swim to safety.
We're miles away from the mainland. I could try throwing my megaphone at it. It's like 4 kilograms, so it might do a lot of damage.
I can hear you, you know.
Ooh, I got it. Throw the short one.
How dare!
I think throwing people would just excuse me, Jesus.
Oh my god.
Make him more angry. We must find a way to resolve this matter peacefully. This is all too much. Coco, how could you do something like this?
Coco? Coco? Don't you dare mistake me for that inseparable,
Saccharine.
saccharine, spineless, uninspired excuse for a mascot.
First, bring up the middle finger.
I am Bizarro Saru, Vice Chancellor of Bitokukawa Academy, and unequivocal master of something. And if you don't think about hurting yourself or others within the next 30 days, I'll have failed at my job.
Okay, hold on, man. What's going on? That explains why he's been so
My bad. That's
Shit. That explains why he's been so violent and cruel in comparison. Maybe we could try and bring the other monkey back? That one seemed a lot nicer.
You've got to show bias towards my lesser half. At least be discreet about it. Since you had a gall to make such a diminutive comparison, I should probably mention that all of the rules I put up here are just a formality. If you piss me off too much, I might just snap your neck on the spot. And that last comment put you on thin ice, Twinkle Toes.
That's so arbitrary. No wonder you're set on killing us. You're so set on us killing each other. No being with conscience could devise a system so outlandishly cruel.
Eek! We're all gonna die, aren't we? I was not prepared for this at all. Useless! You're all fucking useless! I'll show you cruel and arbitrary! Eat shit, Bonobo bitch!
Bonobo bitch.
No, wait! Shoko rushed towards the malevolent creature, screaming and flailing his limbs in abject rage. Grah! In an instant, the futility of Shoko's impassioned assault is made abundantly clear.
No way he dies.
That'd be funny.
My. Someone felt tempted to reach for the monkey's paw.
Its tail scarf had tripled in length, constricting Shoko's neck like a bloodthirsty silken python. Every so often, there's an audible, desperate gasp as it lets loose its grip, just enough to keep Shoko alive.
Why am I not surprised? There's always one dimwit that tries to attack the mascot and gets maimed in the process.
That's... Fuck you.
Ah! A fighter to the bitter end! Don't delude yourself into thinking you're some kind of martyr. You're merely the means to an end. A tool that I'll use to establish the stakes of our game. A way to show these Idiots, how serious I really am. Serious enough to give our class a front row seat to a human dissection.
Shoko flails about like a dying animal, furiously scratching and clawing at his neck to no avail.
No way.
His weakened cries of terror pierce the depths of my soul, but the cold and heavy hand of fear holds me firmly in place. Oh wait, Shiori? Oh, it's a teacher.
Yeah.
Bizarre Saru, or whatever you call yourself, please let him go. We'll work within your rules, if only for now.
Oh, now that you're faced with the consequences of your own actions, you're suddenly willing to listen. How appallingly predictable. You think that's enough to forgive the level of utter disrespect you've all treated me with?
We're sorry about Uda kicking you as well. We promise it won't happen again.
Yeah, and I was just joking about the monkey brains as well.
I wasn't. I mean, yes, super sorry. My sincerest condolences to your species for having such delectable gray matter. Your word is law in this academy. We won't forget it.
Please, let him go, Mr. Bizarro, sir. We're begging you.
Kichichichi. Finally, we reach an understanding. Hear me well, earworms. Abandon all your pitiful notions of escaping from this island on your own terms. Every plan you've ever conceived, every trick you'll ever employ, I've already predicted and accounted for. Frankly, I expected something a bit smarter than a direct and unannounced attack. I'm insulted that you even thought to try. Attempting an escape, contacting the outside world, breaking our game with some trivial technicality, you'll find it all quite impossible, I'm afraid. I want nothing more than a good clean bloodbath. No more ultimates indulging in vice, free to suffer the consequences. Oh, and teacher's pint-sized pung that across me again. I hate to deprive you of the pleasure of killing such a miserable whelp. Damn.
Effortlessly tosses Shoko towards us like a rag doll. He hits the floor and writhes in pain before his limbs abruptly go limp. We rush to his side and recoil upon seeing the dozens of blood-red marks carefully tracing the skin of his neck. He's just unconscious. I think he'll be fine, but he needs fresh air immediately.
Well, there's a lot of it outside this room, isn't there? Feel free to leave. It'll be easy to commit murder when you're all scattered and unaccounted for. Chi-chi-chi-chi. I can't wait to see who'll die first. Should we start taking bets? My money's on the one who deserves it. I might just maul one of you here now, just for the fun of it. Let's get things started with a bang, shall we? Chi-chi-chi-chi-chi.
At that moment, the ceiling lets loose a fine cloud of mist, cloaking the air in a sea of gray. Biz's small yet imposing figure melts away in the smoke, his voice growing ever louder.
It's trying to poison us. Yeah. We have to get out of here. Hold your breath for as long as you can.
The door's unlocked, isn't it? Then let's make like an actor and exit stage left.
Hey, I get that.
Yeah, I get that one. She didn't need to tell us twice. All of us sprint towards the exit, covering our mouths and noses as best we can.
I had 2 of them in this episode.
So real. I take a moment, glance behind me, and see the professor scooping up Shoko in her arms, before chasing after us. As we fly through the door in a mindless sprint, we find ourselves greeted by a formless, blackened sky.
Damn.
Unable to see, I race forward with reckless abandon, praying that unseen obstacles or hidden monstrosities would fail to meet me on my path. Is it me, or is Biz following us? Ah! Run faster, legs!
Do we have any way to run too?
Everyone, listen to me! There's a path in the left. Keep following it and enter the second building that you see. It should be safe there. Got it. Professor Nakagawa's confident instructions temporarily stifle my panicked aimlessness. We heed her words and pass by a set of towering walls, their scale barely visible amidst the darkness. Eventually, our eyes adjust enough to trace the outline of a building from the murky shadows. We rush towards it, find an entrance, and push through 2 sets of doors.
Hell yeah. And we'll see what's beyond these doors in the next episode.
We don't know how long that shit's gonna be, but
The
It'll
the
probably
live
be,
stream right now is about 27 minutes ahead
really?
and still going. Yeah.
Holy shit, how long is this fucking
I know, right?
god damn.
Anyway, thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Stay
we'll
tuned.
Yeah, we'll see you in the next one, I guess.
Bye.
Bye bye.